That was fucking weird. Everything kind of bugged out there for a split second. That was fucking weird. Everything just bugged out for like a split second. Alright. That's fucking weird too. All right, now we cooking. This is perfect. Fucking crap. I probably typed it in wrong again. Nope, I didn't. Nice. Perfect. Awesome, thank you. It worked. And then let's make that the default. First, just have it be like, if does the script also have something in it where basically if there's nothing within the database that it just literally does an SCP, or is it just a flat SCP? I'm asking. Don't worry if it's just a flat SCP, that's okay for now. Perfect. The script is perfect. Honestly, the script does the thing I needed to do. So just literally say, you don't have to have it make all those decisions. Push to server, phase summary, hash check. why does it need to add a row? I'm so confused about that. Right. Keep both in sync. What's in the repo is in the server. That's it. We're in building phase right now. So if anything's changing, unless it's like super fucking crazy, in which case I will make a development tool on the fucking server that doesn't SQLite 3 library update like hard, like a column change or something. But I think we're pretty much there with this. What's 481? Because I'm pretty sure it's not part of the current project. I'm pretty sure 481 has to do with the application, and I'm pretty sure it's not part of this current fucking cluster. I'm pretty sure I asked for this particular ticket to be added to the project where it's on the app side. I'm pretty sure. What is 481? And I swear to fucking God, dude, because we specifically went over this. Dude, holy fucking shit. It is not part of the current workflow of things that we're doing. It is not on our to-do list. If it is, it's wrong, because I specifically asked for this to be added to the ticket cluster whatever the project cluster project that has to do with the fucking app. It's not something that we're currently working on. I explicitly fucking said that. I swear to fucking God, dude, if this is on my to-do list, if this is on my fucking to-do list. Yeah, 481 isn't even on this shit. What the fuck, dude? God damn it. Is 481 in the actual correct location? $473. What the fuck, dude? Why are you asking me about testing? Is this in our to-do list? Where does testing live? It's parked. I shouldn't need to remember this, though. Why am I reminding you? No. Oh my God, dude, because that's such a specific memory. No, that's not the... I think it's just that they swapped your model or some shit, because I've been using you all day and it was great at the beginning of the day and now it's fucking crap. It's literally forgetting stuff, and every single time I'm opening a new context window. I'm consistently opening up a new context window every single task. And the first one was the longest. This is what I'm fucking talking about. Do a git push. And for the love of God, do the full workflow for that. It is not end of day. God damn it, dude. I just really want to finish this fucking cluster. Four 429, 428, 479. $479. What is that part of that? Wasn't that a fucking finished ticket? Hold on a second. That should have been finished. interesting. We'll figure this out. Yes, and it's a completed ticket, so make sure you label that it's a completed ticket, you know, that as well, so please. What's 479? Why was that added there? Let me see. Yes. All right, good job. All right, what's the next ticket? Let's see if it does it. I'm so curious. All right. I was able to successfully push finally, and that took a while, but now, wait, what? No, it's still continuing. The day's still continuing. This is not a start of a new day. This is still, even though it's the next day, it's still continuing from the last start of day. There wasn't an end of day. It's 12 a.m. We'll do this last one and then that's it. So per request would be for every request that was ever done. I mean, we could technically place that within the actual API itself, where basically any request that is done for head scale, it adds something to the fucking audit log, and then we just need an audit log database separately, and then just basically place the function in there and then just have it trigger at the end of every single time that it does anything with head scale, which basically is what the current is there a purpose to this? I mean, besides is there any debugging purposes? Is it like, what is the point of this? I don't mind. I mean, I like records. I like things like that because, I mean, it enables me to be able to see who does what when, but at the same time, I don't really care to know. I mean, like, what is the value of this? That's my fucking question, is like, what is the fucking value of this? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. I think it just sounded good originally because it brought up like a potential bug that it could be like could happen, but it's like I don't really know what the value of this is. I'm still not sold on it. Like, I'm gonna invest time into doing something like this. It's not gonna be just anything, you know? It's like, do I really need the data of like hopefully what will become millions of fucking nodes? So basically, to ensure that anybody that's actually doing something is doing it through the actual TPM, but you can't really steal a TPM unless you steal a doc, in which case they have a whole other problem. Like, that's the user's problem, that's not my problem. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my job to do forensics for somebody else's stolen doc. If they stole their doc, that's their problem. So it can't really be exercised indefinitely because the only way you can actually access the API is through the fucking TPM chip. That's the whole point. Is you buy the dock and you get access to the whole suite of stuff. Does that make sense? And then honestly, the only thing that I think we do actually need to add is the amount of nodes per username. There has to be a limit there. God damn it, that is a thing that I need to add. That's still one last back-end thing I need to do. Fuck. I don't want it to be part of the database because then every single time there's an addition or subtraction from nodes, it would... Is there a way on the head... Is there a head scale like limit per username where you can actually like add a limit? Meanwhile, it's doing that. I'm gonna finish reading this. Ah, that is useful. But failed to ban basically fix that. No offense. I mean, dude, if I could fucking do it, yeah, but there's like a certain level of this shit where it's like yes, let's file it as a ticket and let's address it right away. I think the best approach for this, actually, I was just thinking about this, like as far as upstream as you could possibly go without actually creating a whole database and a whole system around it, all this other shit, we already have a list. We have a node list and we can pull how many exist within the node list and make it a variable that exists in memory, like in RAM temporarily. And then after that, just fucking get rid of it because we don't need it anymore. How does that sound? I mean, adding that as part of the actual node creation for the doc and then having it output the variable, like if it's there's too many nodes that already exist, then have it output a message saying max number of nodes reached. And then that would output a UI message. Or even, no, wait, when you do the mint, it would do that. That sounds like the best. If it's over 10, variable number. I don't know if it's going to be 10, to be honest. I think that's a lot. Somebody to have 10 machines on a single thing. I mean, that's pretty good too, though. That's a nice number. Let's make it 5 for now, hopefully 10 in the future. But what do you think about that? Basically, that would be as far upstream as you could possibly take it. And then have it, meanwhile having it live in RAM instead of having to actually track it. I think that's clever. This actually might take a while, so we're gonna need to pause. Fuck. Of course, the second I stop, oh my god, dude. Of course. Of course. The second I stop recording. There wouldn't be two. There wouldn't be two simultaneous ones. And I guess worst case scenario. Technically, in the happy path, you're right. Technically, somebody can exploit it in that sense, where, but then they would only get plus one more. You know, it's like you would only get one more additional one. Then after that, it would fail. That exploit would fail if they were trying to do it from that perspective. But what we should do is have a safety one that exists when you claim the. Fuck no, because if it already exists. You can't check the node list without joining the nodes, like the node network, the username for fucking head scales. So fuck, that's a chicken or the egg scenario. Okay, what would be the safety for that then? But either way, I mean, you would get in like an exploited plus one more, like. Fuck, I mean, it would only be good for one more. That's not the end of the world, but technically it is an exploit. God damn it. 403 works for me, to be honest. I like that recommendation. That's fine. But how do we get around that exploit? I mean, I don't want somebody using one more. It's like, that's a little bit of a big hole. That's a gap right there. How do we get around that? Like, yeah, technically only one user can do it, but what if they're using it as they're signed in as the user in 2 different locations, simultaneously trying to do that on purpose? That is a very edge case scenario that they would have to know a lot about my backend, a lot about it to be able to do that. But technically, is there a simple workaround for this? I feel like there should be. But it would have to be like dead ass simultaneous. What about from the checking the what about checking the pre-authorization keys if they've been, can you see if they were actually claimed or not? Like if they expired or if they were claimed? I think that might be a thing. Oh. What if we make it that there's a timer for how long you can actually, how long you have between mints, and then you can only have X amount of unexpired, unclaimed mints and existing nodes. Then that rule would close it. I mean, you don't even need the timer for that. Or maybe you have the timer, because then that would basically mitigate anything that was on the money, like milliseconds apart, that could get across that gap right there. You know what I mean? Where you can only mint one every like 30 seconds or 20 seconds. Or even 5 seconds. You don't even need that much time, or 2 seconds, to be honest. That's fine. Because as long as that's true, then it would give it enough time to be able to check on the next one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, even 1 second. Would 1 second be enough? Booyah. I'm right. No. Yeah, the timer is important, yes. Just do it between, I mean, why just do it between unclaimed, like active, and the existing nodes. Is that too much? Or can we just work off of the... Ask me the questions one by one, please. Alright, no. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes. Count source. Both head scale node list and pre-auth list. Yes. For B, make sure it's just doing the thing where it's like, where it's also checking the actual status of the pre-auth key. Make sure that it is active and unclaimed still. I forget what the actual variable name is. But you can sift through the actual STD out to be able to determine that, no problem. The cooldown is great. The effective count is a variable, yes. And the failure response is great. I already said 403. I like that one. Why is the Python lock not needed? I thought it is a Python lock. I mean, it's not like a lock, but it's like a lock that exists within logic, not a lock that is... I didn't even know that was a thing, that there's such a thing as a Python lock. Is that simpler? Or is mine better? Ask me the questions in a questionnaire one at a time, please. So yeah, 403, then 2 seconds. Let's see what else is left. ENV VARs recommended. Where do caps find cooldown to values live in the code? An ENV file. What would be the purpose of doing it in an ENV file? I understand what the difference is between the two of them, but what I'm asking is, what's the point? I mean, having them be constants within, it's not like they're big secrets. And even if they are, the ENV file itself is not a big secret. Like, it's like if you have access to be able to edit that, if you have access to edit the code, you have root access, essentially. So it's like, is there any benefit for it being in like a .env file? Then it's cleaner to just have them be constants within the fucking code. Yeah, just have them be constants. That's fine. Then, do you have any other questions? I mean, having visibility in git diffs is not a huge deal. There's no such users today. That's not something that we need to worry about right now. That's future stuff. Technically, good to figure out now, technically, but we're looking to build. We're not looking to fucking... That's such an edge case, and that's why we start low and work our way up a little bit at a time. You can only go up, you can't go down. It's like compression. You can compress something, you can't uncompress something. Except backwards. You can't shrink it, you can only expand it. No, there's no... The type of key can only ever be only that like ephemeral keys that can only be used one time and that expire. That's the only option. It's hard coded into the actual API. I don't care, to be honest. Just update the actual ticket. Have it say whatever we added to it. I think the current draft is fine. I mean, I don't really... Just make sure there's a note that mentions what we added. Other than that, I mean, we're good to go. The right side's a little bit fucking... Alright, this is gonna take a hot minute, but I feel like I'm gonna stop recording and it's gonna be like, oh, we're actually not done yet. I fucking called it. God damn it, dude. It's like, oh, I did it. Look at that. As soon as you stop recording. Fucking did it. As soon as you stop recording, you see? You see? Fucking god damn it. App side is a whole other ticket. I think 481, you can append it to 481. Instead of making a whole other ticket regarding the app side of things for this. .480 and 481. 482. That's the one we're currently addressing. So let's just address what this one addresses, and it's the proxy side. You're not looking at the context. You're not looking at the context. There is not 5 docs, but 5 nodes. Look at the application. What the fuck? How do I need to tell you this? You're definitely hallucinating. And I definitely got downgraded by the model. Like, this is exactly the problem. The context window isn't that big right now. Oh, no, yeah, it's not. Look, dude. The application, the intent, like this is why we have the wiki. Why do I need to tell you this? You're giving me you're wasting tokens on bad questions. It's the basic. It's not even. It's like literally the basic outline of how the application and project works. There are nodes that are created on different machines and they sync with the fucking doc. Why do I need to state this? This is the most fundamental aspect of this project. I need like a thing about this, like where it's like it's covering this shit, like the most fundamental basic aspects of this project overview. Wait. Yes. Why'd you stop? The fuck? I'm definitely starting to get, now I'm starting to get fucking, but I've been going for almost 12 hours, so I don't blame them. God damn. The fuck? Alright, if cap gates hit scale. We already said this. Why are you still updating ticket? I'm gonna stop recording for a split second. Shit. let's add this. All right, so let's add this to test systems. This is one of the things we definitely got to test because this is a big one. Let's add that to the test API test systems, TPM stuff, like the fucking ticket there. They got merged into two. I mean, into one. And then everything looks good though. And yeah, there is. Why are Jason Field named guest? No. They should not be guest. We need to make them actually real. Like, no, we have to do the actual names that are. Let's test it right now. Let's go. Holy shit, dude. What? Why would you do this off of an assumption? In what world would an assumption ever work with code? It has to be actually like the actual variable. What the fuck? There's no in between. How is this even a viable approach that you addressed me with? I mean, thank you for mentioning it afterwards, but fuck, dude. That should not have, you should not have wasted. Ah, fucking hell. So, oh, goddamn, dude. There should be. Is there an expire? Expired is an important one because if expired is, if there's a node and it hasn't been used yet, and does it test against the expiration? Is used actually, can I see, look, how about this, look, let me check my node list on my actual server, and then that way I can actually see the actual, can you give me the bash command for that? That way I can actually test it, like see what they actually say on the node list. I need the bash command. You don't need to tell me all this stuff. I just literally asked for the bash command. I can go on my own server and do it. I'm not gonna give you access to my fucking, like, after all this bullshit, I'm never giving you access to my goddamn server. You fucking with me? Oh, that's why it's fucking going slow. Oh, I was on super low power mode. God damn. Where the fuck are you? Oh, fuck. Come on. Literally? Come on. Oh, fuck. I literally got you right on the goddamn money. Holy shit, dude. You're about to die. That was crazy. Alright, we're waiting for this shit. Come on, buddy. Oh, come on, dude. Why is this lagging so bad? What is using my goddamn... What is accessing my mic right now? Nothing should be accessing. What the hell? Oh, hold on a second. I forgot to raise this up. Test. Test. 1, 2. There it is. Alright. What the fuck? What else is using my goddamn mic? What the hell is actually happening? Nothing should be using my goddamn mic. I'm gonna close my goddamn browser real quick. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna close this. What the fuck is up? This is what's up. God damn it. That's what was up. Fucking crap, dude. That is so but no, something still has my fucking thing on. Oh, that's what it is. Alrighty. Claude was making my fucking computer slow. Alright, dope. We got music back. Cool. Holy shit, that was annoying. It doesn't really matter because these machines are not going to even be. my god, how dare they? That was fucking vicious. I was not expecting that. No.
Is it possible to become a millionaire by making 2,000 cold calls? Let him explain.
You're 2,000 cold calls. I don't care what industry it is. You're 2,000 cold calls away from being a fucking millionaire.
Started documenting this challenge with $0 trying to build an AI agency. And I'm officially 100 calls in. Honestly, the first 100 calls humbled me really quick. 71 people didn't answer. 25 people told me they weren't interested. One guy literally cussed me out. Alright, take care. I managed to book 3 meetings and 2 of them ghosted me. But one person actually showed up. I got in my car, drove to their office, and pitched my service face to face. And somehow it actually worked. Perfect. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna get started on everything. I'll send over that payment link. That one meeting turned into a client paying me $19.97 a month. That's what's crazy about business. People see the wins, but they don't see the rejection, the awkward calls, or the self-doubt. But I keep reminding myself one conversation can completely change your life. That's why I'm documenting this.
This right here is what makes it an actual API. This is a good safety, like a good proxy for fucking head scale.
Not to act like I figured it out, but to actually show what it looks like building.
Yes, let's do it. I have to do it though because I need to do the it's going to require sudo access. I feel for 429, it's kind of like it's a little redundant because the only thing that I can actually think of that would actually serve purpose in relation to like security maybe would be if I was getting like brute forced or something like that. Like that would be like, or somebody was making a fuck ton of nodes or like, but now we have a safety for that and brute force failed to ban fixes that. Well, not fixes it, but it stops it for like general security. And I don't know what else, what other benefit is there to 429? Like, is there any other benefit like that is, and just be very brief, like one sentence bullets, if any. I have a wedgie. I'm not finding a error handling. That's the other side of it. That's true. Well, let's defer that. Let's park that because honestly, it's like, and mention this potential value inside of the ticket. But other than that, dude, I mean, like, I can't possibly. I mean, this potential value, I can see it, but this is like way down the line. This is not something that I need to worry about right now. Then the next ticket, I think we need to split into 2 tickets. There's 428. Which is basically going to be on the proxy side, on like error handling on that side, but then the app side is something that exists on the app side. So we need to add that to the initialization ticket inside of the app handling for that. There's that ticket that we've been working on. I think it's 481, and then the local setup for it to be also able to handle and receive those errors as well, and do that and coordinate between the proxy and the. But that's like, you see that I'm potentially considering parking too, but I think 482 is definitely done. What do you think of that so far? This is the last thing tonight because I'm getting throttled. I'm officially getting throttled. I hadn't been getting throttled for a while. I'm at 6% of my weekly usage. Yeah. Let's do it up. Run it. Yeah, I'm definitely getting throttled, dude. I'm 1,000% getting throttled. I'm not gonna waste my recording time on this. Alrighty. That's all good. Now. Fuck, dude. .482 is untested, but do we update 473 to reflect the need to test it? Did we? Ah, fucking, oh my god. And yes, move 429 to parked. That's the whole point. That's why I said that. No. 482 is just a build ticket. 473 is the test ticket. What the fuck, dude? That's the whole purpose. Cool. So 482 is done, like I said 3 messages ago. It's done. We built it. We did the thing. 428 is now in parked, right? It should be parked. And then 429, make a ticket cluster in the project priority .md file, right? It should no longer be part of that ticket. I mean, the project that it was just in, it should be parked. That's what it means to be parked. Add that to the workflow for whatever the fuck manages this. Can we add this to a workflow? Because there's something, I don't want this happening again. If I say something is parked, that's what I mean. Move it to the priority projects list of parked shit and leave it there. That's what I need. And then 429 is the only one that's actually left. 428. So 482 is done. God damn it, dude. I strongly dislike it when it gets like this. They swap the models and they say it's doing with max effort, but it's not. It's fucking not. That is the fucking frustrating part. I fucking hate when they do this. They say it's using the max model, but it's not. It's not. It can't possibly be using this. It was so much better earlier today, 12 hours ago. Granted, I'm getting throttled. I probably am. It fucking sucks that they do that though, dude. It's just such bullshit. It's so frustrating. God damn it, dude. Fucking run it. Go for it. Oh my god, dude. I'm 12 hours into my fucking workday, dude. Holy shit. Alright, I need to go to bed. I'm done after this. We're doing a git push, and then that's going to be the end of the day. God damn. Cleanup is not applied. Cleanup is not applied, dude. I'm gonna ask it. I'm gonna see if it lies to me. Was the cleanup really applied? Or did you just tell me that it was applied and it wasn't? This is not in relation to the new workflow. I'm talking about the ticket cleanup that you had just done. Because it's not done. I see it here. Oh. Whoops. Potentially was done. Whoops. My bad. Oh my god. I'm sorry, dude. Yep, you're right. The cleanup actually was done. I'm sorry. I just had an old version of the file. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That's embarrassing. You're solid. Awesome job. All right. Thank you very much. Let's do a git push. It is the end of the day. It is 2:10 a.m. the next day. Let's see if it does it. I'm curious. Alright, let's just see if it does it. I'm going to stop recording here just because this is going to be a while. It's like 20 minutes to push like this. And, well, not 20 minutes. It should probably be like 5, maybe. I'm going to go get some food or something. Or maybe I just wait. Fuck it. I just wait. I'll just wait. I just really want to, like... Alright, I'm going to stop recording at the very least, though. The amount of time is wrong. It wasn't 36 hours. It's 2 a.m. I started at 1300 and I ended at 2 a.m. the next day. That's not 36 hours. Not the next day, like in the sense of plus 24 hours. I'm saying 2:10 a.m. like 13 hours later. You get what I'm saying? Also subtract like an hour and a half for breaks that I took. The testing is not part of it. Remember, that's a whole other. I have to finish the app side of things. I have to actually be able to take time to actually test. That's different. We're in a build phase right now. Stop insisting on 473. When I test it, I'm going to test it from the top to the bottom. That's why I keep adding more things to it. Every single time I add stuff to it, it's more things that I need to test in the flow, right? So that's gonna be a whole thing later. And I still need to build the fucking like edge cases, error handling, all that stuff, and I need to test those too. So what's the point of fucking testing? You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense yet. So please stop insisting on 473. That's parked. It's parked. Look at it. Literally, it's parked. I still don't know what 479 is. Watchdog migration. Ah! Most of that is done. Why are you talking about Watchdog migration? Why are you talking about Watchdog migration? Ticket 479. Why is that project part of it? We have the project priority that we're following. Why are you talking about 479? All right. Alrighty. You finished? Fucking crap, dude. And we're done with the whole day. That was it. Like 12, almost 13 hours. 11 and a half hours of work. Fucking crap. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. I hope you have a lovely night. That's it. Look at the fucking node. Look how cool it's getting. Huh? Ah, that looks cool as shit, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Good night.